Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to not misinterpret the title, y'all. I'm seriously wondering what the fuck is going on, because One Piece has been popping off like crazy. We got crispy animations.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Oh, hell no.
Fights being done justice.
Hey, y'all niggas ass.
And wait, what the hell is that? Oh my dear God! Alright, good people, welcome everyone to Let Them Niggas Know, the show where we educate you, yes you, on some of the most badass and insane highlights of characters in fiction. Let's get right into it, gang. Alright, y'all, today we're focusing on the Egghead Incident. Specifically when this smoke demon, get high, get fly motherfucker Kizaro pulled up on the scene. Because when this man pulled up, that's when my hype meter honestly broke and was blasting off to new heights. And I know for a fact that all of y'all is blasting off too. But let's not waste any time anymore. Let's review this section of the Egghead Incident. Alright, gang. So we started this off with Kizaro and Tomorrow going blow for blow. But really I say it's blow for kick. Because look at this man Kizaro. He just spamming them kicks. Trying to send my man Tomorrow flying. My boy's holding it tight. He like, I ain't going nowhere, Unc. Tomorrow prepares to send a shockwave to his bro, but Kizaro weaves that shit off like it was nothing. Then proceeds to taunt bro, which makes him mad, gets him to do a fucking Hulk leap, and then they proceed to clash. And I'm just in my head sitting here like, damn, Kizaro really about to send this big body Benz built motherfucker flying in a few minutes. But hey, he'll be alright though. That's my boy Sento. He'll be alright though. Strongest guard in the world, y'all. No cap. Oh shit, I might have gassed him up too much because Kizaro decides to take bro to see a light show, blitzing the fuck out of him, and starts to stun on his ass, sliding like how I be sliding into the Huz DMs, but I be taking the Mel's reply to game. And just look at this man's face right now, looking like he's looking at blinding lights, then proceeds to kick this man like he's playing fucking kickball. Oh my god, no. No, you gotta get up. Get up!
But wait! There's more!
This man Kizaro uses Yasakani's sacred jewel and starts raining down fire with his man Tomorrow, and damn bro, I bet this man did not think he was gonna be out there running this much today. But he gets tired of Unk spamming, grabs the axe, and goes on the attack, and fruit ninjas this man. But let's be for real, gang. He's smiling, but the whole time, that ain't do nothing. Bro gets false aura, and I just know he's feeling pain in his day after this is over, y'all. And Kizaro's just in a daze. Remember when he first met Tomorrow when he was a little jit, beating the fuck out of gorillas? Like, goddamn. Bro's whole villain said, get the stepping because he was beating Boog's fucking cousin from open season. Alright, I got you. Cutting it back, Kizaro lets him get a lower hit in just to be nice, but he gotta keep the Admiral and Genta strong. So he hits him with a, your guard may be strong, but mine just leagues ahead of yours, little nigga. And he sends his bag flying. And there goes King Tonka, y'all. Crashing back down to the ground, and it's GG's. It's over. Like, fuck. And my god, look at the flames emitting after that disaster or finish, y'all. But this pimped out monster is not done yet. He locks in and looks up and is like, it's been a while, Straw Hats. And just look at the smile of this luxurious demon. You just know he senses a pack coming in. So he goes up and we check in with the other half of the crew that's on the Vega Force One. And these motherfuckers are just cooling, thinking everything's sweet and crushing on some good eats. Like, they really think it's sweet out here. But they in for an outlandish awakening. Kizaro pops up and is just reviewing the objective. Bro finally puts the pipe down for once and said it's time to get my 5 stars on this mission. We cut back to the other Straw Hats right quick because they found out about how the barrier low-key got nothing on that man Kizaro. He gonna get through that shit with no problems, no path, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. He's gonna be getting through that shit good though. So he's basically about to pull up here and just look at who couldn't wait to hear the news about his glorious king and savior. This motherfucker Lucci wastes no time and tries to finger poke this man Vegapunk with the most zestiest action I've seen. He just blocks it, but look how he pulls his finger out. Bro, Chacho, yo ass did not have to do all that. But anyway. So the crew's antennas immediately go up, and wannabe Usopp gets packed in that bubble first. Sanji was on it. Probably the most useful thing he did in this scene, to be honest. And Zoro gets the real threat as far away from Vegapunk as possible by straight up rushing his ass outside. So now we got the square up of a century going on. And man, I'm just hype as fuck for this. I know they're going to mess it up like it wasn't the manga. It's going to be like that. So before Kizaro presents to go on a general ritual run with the Straw Hats again and pack up Vegapunk, he peeps that the Vega Force is actually on the move with the Straw Hat ship. And this man is just in his head like, I was wondering where the ship went. Well, let's grab it and add it to the set of cooked pirate crews. But nah, that might not be happening so soon, y'all, cause my GOAT, Pirate King Jesus Luffy, hops off the ship and stares this man down. And this man keeps all trying to yap, talking about some long time no see, trying like, bitch, fuck all that shit. Luffy hits a spinning, conqueror's hockeyed up kick and straight up slams his fat ass foot into this man's face. I mean, arms. and proceeds to let this unk know it ain't like 2 years ago. We got our shit together and we strong as hell now. And so begins the rematch of a century, y'all. This shit is getting crazy. It's getting fucking crazy in Egghead, y'all. We not playing no game. Luffy is not letting this man get a chance to even think about breathing because he pops the Snake Man transformation and immediately hits the God of War button match quick time combo. And oh my god, bruh, people really out here trying to use moments like this to say Admirals over Yonko. Like, shut y'all asses up. Acting like Kaido wasn't pulling off shit like this a moment after.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey!
But anyway, Kizaro blocks that shit off and questions why Luffy is working with the opposition. But Luffy throws another attack and Unk really parries that shit with a crispy little kick. Like, he really said, get that weak shit away from my $2,000 Balenciaga fit. And Luffy goes for another attack. That shit misses and we see that Kizaro is going far as fuck in the air, preparing for a quick finish. And after a quick little charge up, Snoop Dogg's favorite homeboy gives this man Luffy a lesson on physics, blitzing the fuck out of him and giving him a nice good look at them shoes before straight up booming him straight into Vega Force One. And that robot is cooked, by the way. And yo, I feel really bad for this robot, cause I just know damn well that his circuits are probably scrambling saying, oh shit, danger, danger, we're fucking cooked. And goddamn, we just cut over to see Lilith crying over a packed up homie, but ain't no time to mope when this man Kizaro is zipping around standing on business. Bonnie peeps this man, and now awakened to the truth that Vegapunk is not behind the trauma she and Kuma had to face, decides to lash the frustration out of Kizaro. But bro really looks at her and basically says, little girl, I'ma need you to step aside for me. And goddamn, you did not have to send her flying straight towards the explosive dome, bro. Ouch. She hopefully survived that. Now Frankie sees him do this and bruh. Now brochacho, I know it's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there across these seas, but I'm praying you're not about to change my mind and add you to the list of them. Because why the fuck would you think a radical beam is gonna work against the nigga made of light? Oh my god, somebody shoot me down. I know this happens quick, but if you look at this man's face right now, I just know he's in his head like,
Is this nigga serious?
But anyway, Kizaro dismisses that dumb shit and resumes the mission, eventually pulling up out of nowhere to face with Vega, shocking everyone. Like, these motherfuckers better stop all that screaming and prepare to run a fade with this man. But wait, who the fuck is doing all that damn beating on them drums? Oh my pirate Jesus, the sun god is here! And my goodness, this man Luffy moving like me when someone says there's a bug on me. But everyone else hears the sound of liberation, and as Kizaro is distracted by the sound of tomfoolery, bro gets snatched up like an easy pickpocket by my boy Luffy. He done popped the shroom and is ready to double back on his man Kizaro. Let's go, y'all!
You like sending people flying, huh?
Oh, my fault, big bro. I don't want no smoke.
Oh, you finna get it!
Luffy begins to wind Kizaro up as if he's aiming to be the next Zack Wheeler, and Unk is not messing with this at all. He starts rethinking if he should have pulled up for these shenanigans. And whoa! My god, that's a home run if I ever seen one. And I just had to do this to him, y'all. And Luffy's just laughing his ass off, amazed at that damn throw. Alright y'all, so we actually gotta go off topic for a minute because Toei decides to display two peak moments in this episode featuring Bonnie and my goat Zoro. So while this Navy soldier is just looking around for Bonnie, she emerges from the shadows on some Batman type shit and decides to let the inner dog in her take over for a minute. So Brody's just running and he stops for a minute to look back because he thought he heard something and boink! Got you, little bitch. Now all of y'all are next. Bonnie goes on a rampage, returning these grown-ass men into unks and little kids. And this one dude thought he was doing some shit, but gets weaved and turned. And Bonnie just starts flexing on him, weaving and tripping and kicking. Like, who allowed these bums on Egghead? One guy gets her in a bootleg Nelson hole, but proceeds to get the shit punched out of him by one of his homies who also got cooked. And it is just not looking good for the Navy, y'all. But Bonnie's powers start to fade, and she low-key needs a break, so she has to catch her breath. But it was a well-deserved one, because she fucking cooked these bums. And then we get a quick flashback, because last I remember, she got splattered all over the place because of that barrier. But hold on now, because that might not have been the case, y'all. It's big homie Sentomaru. He came in clutch and saved her. Man, you just love to see this type of shit, man. Jumping over to another part of the island, we begin to lock in on Zoro versus Lucci, and this is low-key disrespectful. Lucci tries to tell Zoro to piss off, basically thinking he's slick and shit, zipping around these bushes as if he's the fucking level 100 predator. But Zoro lets Tony Tiger's cousin know.
Somebody smell like shit!
hiding ain't gonna do nothing for you if I can smell your ass, gang.
Man, fuck this, bring your ass here.
Psych, you thought, furry. These motherfuckers are really doing some insane clashes right now. This fight gets airborne and Lucci tries to lock in and pulls out some bootleg Kamehameha type attack. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do, which doesn't do shit, by the way. And they get back to slashing, and he starts smiling until Zoro asks his man, hey, you know who Diglett is?
Huh?
Cause you about to meet him, nigga. And Zoro drills this man straight into the ground. This is an insane glow considering how their last encounter went.
But what the hell, boy?
But we are finally back, people, with Kizaro versus Luffy, and already I just know Kizaro's planning the ore farm because this man is getting sent flying straight towards the water, and he's more worried about maintaining the nonchalant persona. But this man locks in, and so does the animation. He hits a juicy slide flip in the air and once again pulls out the Yasakani Sacred Jewel and starts heading straight back to Luffy, who turns around all shocked and is like, what the fuck's going on? And Kizaro takes a trick out of Naruto and uses Shadow Clone Jutsu, and this man Luffy could not look more thrown off, y'all. But these clones ain't wasting no time though. They all pull out the Amano Murakuma sword. And this shit turns into Star Wars on crack for a minute. Hey, and what the hell is with this image? Is this man Luffy taking a nap on bruh mid-fight? Yeah, I think Kizaro even knows he's cooked. This man looking like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
but we get back to it, and damn, these clones really trying to blitz this man, but my goat not having it. He said, nah, fuck all that. I'll take all you on some Optimus Prime type shit. One of them locks in though and lands an attack, making Luffy get tired of these clones, and he uses Gomu Gomu no Don the Whip. But sadly, that attack was light work, no reaction for these clones. Got my boy stressing, eyes popping out and everything. Be careful, Luffy. But these clones start blasting with that Stormtrooper aim, and Luffy decides to up the pipe, turning into Giga Nigga. I mean, Nika. These clones are honestly being the most irritating mosquitoes though, because as much as Luffy swats these bugs, they just keep coming back. Like my homeboys when I tell them I can't do another match of rank after a 12-game losing streak. Leave me alone! Alright, back to Tom and Jerry. So Luffy pulls a fast one to Kizaro, but he is not letting that slide. So with the power of friendship, these clones lock in, all working together to chase this man down. But they in for something, cause my goat got something for his ass. He lines these clones up, and they think they cooking, but Luffy says, ha!
Got him!
Winding up a mean ass kick for all these clones and sends his sandals crashing right through these motherfuckers. Damn! I guess he didn't forget about the L he took earlier. Luffy tries to look around for the real one, but out of nowhere he is and thinks, it seems the real prankster is Kizaro, because that was all just a distraction. And this is just embarrassing. Kizaro's manhandling Usopp by the mouth like he's a little kid that's about to get his ass beat. Man, the crew cannot keep looking this sorry. Surely it does not get any worse than this. But Kizaro is just looking for Vegapunk, who is getting the hell out of Dodge to go save Bonnie. And look at who decides to tag along for the ride and save Bonnie. Sanji! Man, I don't know what's crazier, leaving to go save and attempt to raise up a 12-year-old, or leaving at the presence of an admiral that might outperform you. They let him hop in, but you know Vegapunk has done his research and knows to keep a very close eye out for this nigga. Anywho, Kizaro is not about to let Geek Squad escape, so he pops up and is like, where do you think you're going? And prepares to aim that beam, and while they're screaming in fear preparing for disintegration, Vegapunk is locked in. He knows already that the GOAT is on his way, and as the beam is closing in, it looks like it's over, and this man Luffy absorbed the light and is just tweaking out like, I'm about to blow. So as Team Geek Squad is falling from the sky and preparing to land, they need a way to find Bonnie, and Sanji has just the thing for this. He uses the miner detector, I mean observation hockey, to locate her, and as we check in with Bonnie, we see she's just sitting there trying to catch her breath, of course, but gets attacked with a clam as a weapon, and this guy honestly sorry as shit. Talk about some, you harmed all my men! Yeah, the same men with Stormtrooper aim. These were definitely valuable soldiers, alright. Bonnie prepares to attack and pulls out this low-key insane move. She injects the gun with her devil fruit powers, then shoots these niggas and mentally ages them, which drops them to the ground. And Bonnie makes a run for it, just for her to run into this old-ass granny. Talk about some, I ate the ride fruit and I can control anything I ride. Hey, yo! I know a few niggas that would say, hear me out, in a heartbeat.
Me, I'm niggas.
And as Bonnie faces the light ready to accept her fate, Sanji swoops in and saves her last minute and lets her know,
Lock in if I tweak out.
And as we cut back to the other, it is just straight chaos. You got Kizaro getting fed up with all this Looney Tunes bullshit and tomfoolery. Bro, just let me do my job.
Haha, no like shit.
You got Lucci being the biggest glazer of all time. Now the Navy and Kizaro are here.
Ha! You guys are cooked!
Shut the hell up, you steak ass cat. And as we continue to see the mayhem continue, we see that the old man off in the distance has had just about enough of it all. These motherfuckers feel the presence of him doing something, and everyone and their mama locks the fuck in. All the pacifists stop, and an announcement is broadcast saying if you are a Navy soldier that holds no significance to the progression of this arc, please do not bear witness to the OG big drop, Saint Saturn. And as the sky changes and the Dark Souls boss music starts playing, One Piece goes cinema, and we see these markings appear on the ground and witness the appearance of the Gorosei's one and only Saint Saturn. And as he makes his appearance, all the fodder marines stare and are immediately shitting themselves at the sight of this demon. And while they keep looking, Saturn is like, "Did you
Niggas not hear the damn podcast?
boom?" Hop goes the Weasel, definitely going to send that man's family flowers right now. Man, this guy is physically, mentally, fucking everythingly a fucking demon through and through. Now Kizaro tries to sneak Vegapunk again, fails, and Luffy catches on. I just know Kizaro's through with this shit, looking at him like,
Are you serious, my brother?
but it's time to bring this fight to a close, y'all, and they are both on the same page. With that, Kizaro shoots a fat ass beam that misses, and Luffy starts spinning out of control, wondering what he can do, and a devious idea pops in his head. He winds his body up and swings a left at Kizaro, who also does a last minute dodge, thinking he's safe, and as he prepares to attack, Luffy ricochets his attack all the way around and strikes this man in the head so hard that it not only goes all the way to the left, but also knocks the stars out of bro. Holy sun god, this man's brains are not about to be functioning properly for a while. Oh my god. And off to the side, Luffy's biggest op witnesses his cooked homie and is like, damn.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
And Luffy just flicks his ass off into a building like a strike. Good God, Kizaro, the Admiral agenda is failing, y'all. It is failing bad. Okay, oh, all right. Hey, I'm being dramatic right now. Okay, there we go. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Kels. Kel, me. That's who I am. Yeah, y'all watching. Hey, so if you have made it to the end of this video, first off, thank you so much for actually sticking around to watch that absolute piece of I don't even know what the hell to call that I made. That was my first time making that though, but thank you anyway for watching it. Definitely more to come. So if you made it to the end of this video again, I just want to say it again because this is my first time making a video like this. I was building up to making something like this for a long time this year coming up. I really wish I got this out sooner, but it didn't happen as soon as I wished. But I'm glad I laid it down now, at least during the summer when I had some good time to get it in. Can't wait to work on like the next 2 videos. I wanted to add in that, and about the 2 videos, Jesus Christ. So I was going to be working on 2 videos next, and during those 2 videos, hopefully if they do well, who knows, at least by the 4th video I make, I want that video to be kind of like a Q&A and stuff. So for any questions and answers you all may have for me. But I'm very happy, like really, if you made it to the end of this video and you watched all that I made, all that stuff about what was going on during the current arc that is still going on right now, by the way, in any anime at least. I'm just happy. Like I cannot even be more happy, especially if this video did as well. But yes, thank you for watching the video. If you made it to the end, I can only be so glad and happy. If you share this joint, drop the like, told a friend to check it out. Thank you so much for that. I hope you all have a great day. I can't wait to see y'all next video. Once again, you know, I can't wait to make once I end up making the next 2 videos. The 4th one's gonna be a Q&A, so I can't wait for that. Yeah, hope you all have a great day and live y'all life, I guess. Well, kills. Getting up out of here. I'll see ya. How do you turn this camera off? Oh, I think you press this.